Happy May 4th, everyone. Welcome back to episode 2, Building kashyyyk. In this episode, I'm going to show you a lot of the progress I've made over the last month. Sorry about that, by the way. It has been about a month since I've uploaded, but life's been busy. I'm graduating from high school in about a month, but I finished up all my classes yesterday, and so I'm sort of freeing up a lot of time to get to work and building, and hopefully I'll be able to make a lot of progress here in the next few weeks. Now, I should be getting more uploads out because I'm starting work on a project for the Empire Lug mock contest uh, that's ending at the end of May, and there's a couple other things I'm working on, but again, more updates on this coming soon, hopefully. Let's get into what I've actually done so far. I hope y'all enjoy it. Alright, so like I said, I've done a lot of building since last episode. I think you can see just how much I've done. Last time y'all saw this section, it was just a flat base plate all the way back. And so I've added a lot of elevation in this big structure here. And it's something that you see in the game. Again, I may be able to put in some reference pictures or something, but I may not. And then this is part of the Wookiee structure. All of this gray that's in it is mainly just placeholder till I get brown. These big brown this big gray dish, both of these sizes right here, actually didn't exist till earlier this year when they came out in the Harry Potter talking sorting hat thing. It's sort of an odd set, but those are in that, so I'm hopefully going to get that soon so that I can sort of fill in some of these gray pieces. Again, I have to order a lot more brown pieces to finish out these circles. All of these 1x8 tiles will be brown, same with these up here. And I'm working on how to do the top of the tower yet. I haven't quite figured out what I want to do with that, but I'm trying out some different things anyway. But I like the shaping of how this is sort of contoured out like that, and I'm happy with that. Back to this structure here, I need to give some credit to Rich Boy J. He sort of came up with the idea to use these panel pieces, and he uses this a lot in his Camino build. But just these little panel pieces are really good for covering up gaps, such as that right there. And it really makes things a whole lot more seamless than they ever could have been if I had been trying to build it in a more conventional way, butting up different slopes and stuff to each other. It'd be a lot harder to create these curved shapes that you see here. I have done some landscaping. I got in an order that had some of these, I think they're called dark brown now, but they're old they're old trans black 1x2 tiles here. And I think that adds a good sort of element of like a swamp, or excuse me. All right, so back into the landscaping here. Here we have a cut down tree, or maybe it was blown up. Some other different shrubs and things here. We have this big, I guess you'd call it a little swampy area, which there will be several throughout this section especially. There's Chief Tarful right there just hanging out, and several different shrubberies and bushes and things. Here we have a tree that I made. You can see in it right now there's 2 gray flex tubes, and those should be swapped out for brown ones, hopefully. I just don't have them yet, though. They'll have to be on the next order. If we look at some more of these sort of sections here, you can see I put in a lot of detailing, a lot of weathering and whatnot, because Camino is it does have some intense weather, I'd say. I haven't finished All of these are very undetailed and have holes in them still, and the sand green stripes are all going to be gray. All of these things are just placeholder till I get stuff like I've been able to do at the bottom here more, and sort of fill in things, get some more weathering. These two sections and that middle section still need some different parts, but I'm happy with how this shape has come out. That was a difficult thing to accomplish, but I actually took some inspiration from my last build in these sections, and was able to sort of reuse some bits and pieces. Now, I have built up this back section here, and this whole back section is going to slope up in sort of a hill. That's going to be difficult to accomplish, but I think we can handle that. It shouldn't be too bad. But back there, on this sort of section, I want to have some Wookiee canoes and some different stands. I don't know if you can see on the stuff behind me. I guess you can there. Those stands that you see sort of coming up, I'm gonna try and incorporate some of those in this section, maybe coming out a little bit. I also have this regular tan section that you can see starting to come in, and that's gonna sort of come out that way. And that is actually a path where the clone turbo tanks have come through. So there's going to be two stripes. Again, the middle section is over here. It has been covered in building materials and whatnot that I've used in building this. But yeah, that's pretty much it that I've got done so far. I've got a lot of plans, a lot of hopes. We'll see if it comes through fruition. But I'm happy with what I've got done so far. If you have any suggestions, if you have anything that you think would make it look better, let me know. I think we're about a sixth of the way through, because again, we have 3 of these sections. Building the base to those sections was, I don't know, maybe 10% of the work. And here we've got a lot done. So I think, again, we're about a sixth of the way through it. Once we get this one done, should be about more than a third done. Another thing I want to mention is that I've actually had a lot of progress done on the turbo tank. Again, this is a design by the Brick Juke on Instagram. I may be able to link him in the description below, but I'm building this model, and it's quite the endeavor. I'll have to get over here to show you, but this thing is about twice the size of a Lego ATTE set. It weighs like 10 pounds right now already. Let's see if I can even pick it up. I can't pick it up with one hand. But it's a very sturdy model. Tons of pieces. I would love to throw in a time lapse. There we go. Of me finishing it up, but I'm waiting on one last order coming from Slovenia, and it has been a hassle, but hopefully I'll get that in, maybe even today. And if I get it in today, I may be able to put in a time lapse. But if not, I'm sure I'll have it done in the next episode, and I'm excited to have that, because that's a major part of the second section, and that'll allow me to get a lot of progress done on that. So we now have parts, new parts. We've got slopes. I think these are for the wheels. We got bars and some brackets. Those would be good. We've got a bunch of these little pins in there, and some 2x2 plates. We got some inverted slopes. These are for the wheels again. These are also for the wheels. These wheels have so many pieces in them. We have more brackets and some bricks. Again, a lot of this is going into the wheels. A couple more of these. This is something I've really been needing. These 1x2 gray plates. I'm actually going to need a lot of them over here in between here where this sand green is, right in there. That's going to be very useful for covering up that, or replacing those pieces. More brackets. There's so many brackets in this thing. I think there were hundreds of multiple different colors that I need. Okay, a bunch of Technic pieces, a couple wedge plates. Those will be helpful. More Technic. This will do a lot for the suspension of it. A bunch of these. These go in the wheels, and I think in some of the other stuff as well. And then these big plates. These big plates are what were keeping me from building the rest of the body of the kit, I think. So, awesome stuff. And, man, this thing's been all around the world. It is crushed. Oh, special thanks to all of you that have stayed around to the end. I like how this is going so far. I'm really happy with the progress we've made. And I think the next episode is going to be really good, especially if we get to finish that turbo tank, maybe finish out some of this landscaping. I am running low on Dart 10 tile, so if you know anybody that's got some, I mean, hit me up. But otherwise, you know, I'm just working away at it and should have a lot of progress for the next episode. If you have any ideas that you'd like me to incorporate, if you have anything that you think would make it better, if you want to see some Easter eggs or whatever in this build, let me know. I'd be happy to incorporate them, or at least try to if within reason. And if you have any ideas for especially this Wookiee Tower, it's quite a hard project for me anyway. This shaping and whatnot of it. If you have any ideas on how to make that better, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Here's a little bonus. I actually just found this out. Because I've used so much filler brick in this, it's quite solid. Never mind.